Hello and welcome to another Pauper video. I'm kalikaiz. We're playing some more Ruby Storm today with a little bit of changes. So, if you haven't seen this deck before, where have you been? I've been playing it like crazy. We've got Goblin and Narcomancer and Thornscape Familiar that both discount red spells. Goblin and Narcomancer also discounts green spells, which can make your Thornscape Familiar cost just 1 mana. But Thornscape Familiar discounts white spells as well, which can make your Apostle's Blessing cost 0 mana, and that is awesome. A lot of times I've been playing 14 lands, and what we're going to do today is go to 16 lands, playing Geothermal Crevice from Invasion, I believe. And it says add red mana, or you can sacrifice it to add black and green mana, which helps us cast our Thornscape or our Narcomancer. 16 lands allows us to have a lot more lands post-board against red. No, I mean not red, but blue, where we want to make our land drops and cast our Pyroblast effects. So our Pyroblast over here, counter target spell if it's blue. You know, obviously we want that versus blue decks, but it's very bad to Ponza yourself against them. And we're playing a 5th Pyroblast with Red Elemental Blast. The main deck is mostly the same, but I decided that for the post-board plan of going Pyroblast, we don't want to be casting Dangerous Wager early. So we're instead going to be playing 2 Highway Robbery back in that slot, and going pretty clean otherwise for Burning Prophets, 2 Gutter Snipes in the main deck, Bitter Reunion and Crash through our combo pieces with the Burning Prophet, or we can just shotgun, not just shotgun, but we'll just blast our opponent like crazy with the Gutter Snipe. We've got a ton of card draw, so we have 10 draw 2s for 20 cards, plus 4 Glimpse the Impossible for an additional 12 cards. That's 32 cards. Bitter Reunion and Crash through an additional 3 cards, 35, and then Manamorphose for an additional 4 cards, so that's 39 cards we can draw. I mean, I think I'm actually going to go back to the Electric Revelation, and that will put us at 41 total cards. So Electric Revelation can be pretty good against our post-board opponent as well, so Highway Robbery can discard it. You know, we can get some value off of it. I think it's going to be fine. Sideboard, we have Apostle's Blessing for protection against like bolt or cast down effects. We have Gutter Snipe for removal based decks where we want to just bring those in, or maybe even speed decks where we want to just like try to go through our opponent. I feel like maybe going on to the 4 Gutter Snipe plan with the Feldon's Cane and a bunch of Red Blast can also be good versus blue. We've got Pyroblast versus blue, Weatherstorm versus red, and Feldon's Cane to loop. In the cases where we're going to turn into a grindy deck, we want to just continue going off. So that is the deck. If you want to check out sideboard guides for it, check out patreon.com/kalikaiz, where I've got the sideboard guides. Make sure to like and subscribe on the video. Check out cardmarket.com if you want to pick up the deck. They're the largest seller of Magic the Gathering cards in Europe. Let's go ahead and get into the matches and have some fun. All right, we're here in round 1 versus Kent Nasuks. I'm sure they didn't mean to say Nasuks. Maybe it's Nasuks. I don't know. We have Gutter Snipe on turn 2. A couple of Reckless Impulses. I'm keeping this hand for science, but we have no... Okay. Versus Mono Blue. So we probably do want to just play the Gutter Snipe on turn 2. They can't remove it, and then it's going to turn everything into a threat. Plays an island. Okay, so I guess this is a good test of my sideboard plans. They're going to Boomerang? No, Fairy Miscreant. Okay. Let's play out the Gutter Snipe. And then I might as well... I wonder if I should play the Lotus Petal right now. I think I'm going to play the Lotus Petal out. Pass the turn. So turn 2 for me is probably going to be Reckless Impulse if they don't have a Spell Pierce or a Spell Stutter Spread available. I'm just going to snap my creature. Okay, that's fine, I guess. You did it. It's in for 1. They're still going to Ninja. Okay. We can't really afford to waste this land. Plays a Fairy Seer. Now I feel like we're totally dead. The best draw would be a cost reducer. Find a Lotus Petal. I guess I can play the Needle and a Lotus Petal, and then play the Gutter Snipe back out. Worth noting, they have no life gain, so we just have to get in. Get some damage, peck away. They play another land. I'm not going to block. So we'll take 3 damage here. They use a big ninja. So they're going to draw and then loot. They might just find another land. No, they played a land this turn, so it's all good. Plays a Miscreant. Okay, let's start with, I guess I can play the Glimpse. And maybe I Manamorphose first. I don't know what I'm doing. Let's just Reckless Impulse, I guess. They go to 18. There's a chance we could combo kill them. Find an Anarchomancer. Let's play the Anarchomancer. Cast the Manamorphose. Make red. We find a Seething Song. Okay. Seething Song. I'll cast a Glimpse the Impossible. Draw 3 cards. They go to 12. If I can cast this Glimpse, they're going to go to 10. Oh my goodness. Okay, Manamorphose. So if I make red-green, I can play Thornscape Familiar and Burning Prophet, and then play out like the Geothermal Crevice or the Needle. Go red-green. Okay, I think I want to play the Crevice, maybe the Needle. Let's play the Needle. Play the Familiar. Play the Burning Prophet. Wow. That was so good. Attack you to 6. Uh-oh. They might have a Mutagenic. I didn't think that one through. Okay, they take the 6. We make 2 spawns. We can block the ninjas with the spawns. Very nice. That was quite a turn. So we have 2 spells that can already put them to 2. Gutter Snipe main deck coming up clutch. And I really just played the mountains out. Okay, we can block here. We're getting in with just the fairy. Okay. Plays a Miscreant. I think I'm going to start with the Crash Through, because if they Spellstutter Sprite it, okay, they don't have a Spellstutter Sprite available. Now they do. They played a land. Play the Crash Through. This will give me a lethal because I have 2 more spells. I'm going to bottom. They go to 4. Play another Burning Prophet. Cast a Manamorphose. I assume they're going to have a counterspell at some point. There's the counterspell. We still get to see the top of the deck. They concede. Ha! DED dead. Nice. That feels a little bit unusual to be able to win there. Okay, I know I want all my Pyroblast. That's the whole point of the sideboard. And then I could consider Kane. 6 cards need to come out, though. Sometimes I've been cutting, like, Crash Through. Like, if we loop like crazy, we probably don't need the Crash Through. Then the Anarchomancers get Hydroblasted. And then 2 Lotus Petals. Let's try it like that. This is a very strange strategy that I haven't tested, but that is why we're playing it. Okay, we can't keep a 0-lander. That's the opposite of what I was going for. Happened again? Oh my goodness. Okay, keep, I guess. Back Gutter Snipe and Rite of Flame. Woodlot is probably the worst land if we're just going to continue to make land drops. If you find it, all right, let's play the Woodlot and just put the Lotus Petal in play so it can't get spell stuttered. Threaten a Pyroblast. When it plays a land, they get in with the Miscreant. No Ninja, we go to 19. Let's play a Geothermal Crevice, getting our red in play. I guess one thing we could also consider, they're going to spell stutter Sprite here. We could potentially go all the Kessig Flame Breathers, and then we could play a Breath Weapon of our own. They're going to get in for 2. They are going to Ninja this time. That's certainly bad. And a Burning Prophet doesn't really help. I guess I have to try to Manamorphose. And then if they spell stutter Sprite it, I can play the Burning Prophet out. Red-green, looking for a Pyroblast. Find a Geothermal Crevice. Play that. Pass the turn. I think we're dead. You never know, I guess. They play Of One Mind and an Island. They're going to just attack for 3 until we're dead. They get to start fixing their hand with the loots from the Moon Circuit Hacker. So if they're flooding, they get rid of their lands. If they're not flooding, so if you haven't, everybody, we've seen this card. First time it enters and deals combat damage, you draw a card, otherwise you're looting. They discard a Spell Stutter Sprite? Wow. They are feeling frisky. Let's try Bitter Reunion. Yeah, I'm just going to concede. Got the Spell Stutter Sprite. Let's see what's coming up. Maybe I could have played the Burning Prophet to... Oops, I revealed my hand. Okay, try again. Here's an option. We don't play the Gutter Snipes, and we just try to go off, and then play the Bitter Reunion and just pyroblast everything on the table. Maybe that'll work. Who knows? I could have also cut a land on the draw, like a woodlot. I think I like this idea. We'll see. Okay, we'll play first. Interesting. So we have an early Thornscape Familiar, and we have Pyroblast. Let's keep this. Question is whether to lead on the Woodlot or the Geothermal Crevice, but I think I'm going to go with the Woodlot here. Our opponent plays an island, passes the turn. Now we can play our... I think I just play the tap land. I can pass the turn. This is nice because now I have Thornscape Familiar. If they counterspell it, I have the Pyroblast. And then I have like Ren's Resolve lined up. Land, play my Familiar, which they cannot Hydroblast. They're going to go counterspell. I will counter your counterspell. Very nice. And then we'll go Ren's Resolve. We find Mountain and another draw two. So, okay, I'll keep that. I mean, we're probably just going to throw the draw two at their open mana. They snap my Thornscape Familiar. Okay. Okay, so play a Moon Circuit Hacker. Interesting. Play Mountain. Lotus Petal. Play the Thornscape. Play the Reckless Impulse. If they have a Hydroblast here, I think okay. Didn't do anything. So I'm passing. They probably have another ninja that they're gonna ninja this with. I wonder if I should just trade. I think I'm gonna block. I feel like they have another ninja and they want to keep that on the table. Okay. Plays a Miscreant. That's certainly not great. Play my Crevice out. Attempt a Reckless Impulse. Looks like they're probably going to Spell Stutter. No Spell Stutter Sprite. Wow, we are just playing the land drop game right now. It seems to be going. Okay. We get in for one. There's the ninja I thought about. All right. Let's see if they play their Miscreant again. Play the Miscreant. They have 3 cards in hand. Okay. We will try a Rite of Flame. Then cast the Glimpse. So if they have Spell Stutter Sprite, I don't want to play the Thornscape into it right now. A Hydroblast. Okay, so now I can go... Probably want to play the Needle. Try playing the Thornscape Familiar. Play the Reckless Impulse. We find... Play the Needle out. Both of these are for next turn. So I will just go for another Reckless Impulse. Spell Pierce would wreck me, I guess. Okay. So it's sort of working. I still think I want to block. They boomerang my Familiar. Wow. Aggressive. Okay. So they get to draw a card up to 3 cards. 2 cards in hand still. Okay, I'll play the Mountain. Attempt to Manamorphose. Well, yeah, I'll attempt to Manamorphose. Dispel. I will play my Thornscape Familiar. Now they have to decide if they want to Spell Stutter Sprite the Familiar or the Burning Prophet. Looks like they're going to Sprite the Burning Prophet. Hopefully this just resolves. Counterspell. Okay, I'm just going to cast this Seething Song to keep it in the deck, or in the graveyard. Pass the turn. Gonna have to block here. I guess next turn we play the Woodlot or the Needle. They have 1 card in hand. They know I'm going to aggressively block the ninja. They attack for 1. No other ninja, okay. Plays a Fairy Seer. So we're looking for a draw spell. We go top, that's very scary. We find a Pyroblast. Play the Needle. We'll pass. I could have just pyroed the ninja. Attacking. So let's see if they have a ninja. They don't. We're at 12. We find a Narcomancer. Play the Woodlot out. We have a lot of lands in play. Plays a Fairy Seer. So we're on a 4-turn clock now. Well, I guess, yeah. Top, bottom. Get in for 2. And we draw a draw spell. We can protect our draw spells now. I think we could probably loop the whole deck if we could get there. Going. Let's start with our Reckless Impulse. Have the Pyroblast. When it goes counterspell, we have a counterspell as well. Bonk. Draw 2. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and play my Narcomancer. Then cast the Glimpse. Alright, we find Another Anarchomancer. So let's, I guess, start with Highway Robbery and then sacrifice a basic. Or we could sacrifice the Woodlot. Probably the Woodlot's the weakest here. Sacrifice the Woodlot. Okay. So now we have Glimpse we have the Cane. I guess we Seething Song. Play the Glimpse. Play a Ren's Resolve. Another Glimpse. Okay. Glimpse again. Okay, there we go. So now we can probably loop the deck. So sack my land. We'll go Burning Prophet. Burning Prophet. Play the Cane off of the green. And then we're going to scry. So we can just, we don't really need the Bitter Reunion here. Bottom it. Okay, that's, we'll bottom that. Then what do I do here? I need something to discard to the Revelation. So I guess, first I'm going to start with Manamorphose. And I'll make red. Wow, Burning Prophet on the top. I think I have to bottom that. I'm looking for something I can discard. Bottom that one. We'll make red. Okay, cool. So now I'm going to crack the Cane and then try to go off. All right, let's crack the Cane. Well, actually, we can put the Electric Revelation on the stack, discarding this, and then it'll go back into the deck. Maybe that's not worth it either. Let's just crack the Cane. Crack the Thaldawn's Cane. Play the Lotus Petal. Bottom. Now I'm just comboing. They have 0 cards in hand. Okay. We will cast the Revelation, discarding the Thornscape Familiar, maintaining the Seething Song. Bottom this. Top this one. Great. Now we draw 2. Now we can Manamorphose. And we have Seething Song that we can use to... Okay, we find a Ren's Resolve. Great. We'll go red. Cast the Ren's Resolve. Bottom. We'll bottom this one. So now we need to respond with a Seething Song. Bottom. Bottom. Seething Song again. Bottom. Bottom again. Not great. Comboing didn't work. Draw. Find a Glimpse. Okay. So now I need to find my Robbery so I can use my Electric Revelation. So here, because this is a sorcery, we'll cast the sorcery first. Bottom the Needle. Top the Robbery. Great. Okay, we are going to draw 3 off the Glimpse. Off the Robbery. Sweet. We find the Pyroblast that I was talking about. So now we just Highway Robbery. Bottom the Pyro. Bottom that. We will sacrifice a land. This actually worked out. A neat strategy. So I guess I'm just going to Glimpse. Draw 3 cards. Bottom. Now I'm looking for my bitter reunion. Okay, we will cast the Glimpse off the Reckless Impulse. We are chaining hard. Let's go. All right. Cast another Ren's Resolve. Just looking for the bitter reunion. Okay. Turn off auto yields. I'm gonna put this on top. Put this on top. Then I'm going to Manamorphose into it. I'm going to turn my auto yields back on. So what's nice is we can just discard the Rite of Flame and then we'll get a better Rite of Flame later. Make red. Put this on top. Well, we know we're drawing the Manamorphose. We'll just go ahead and play the other Anarchomancer now. And then Electric Revelation, discarding the Rite of Flame. So I got my value, and now another Rite of Flame is going to be even bigger. Sweet. Okay. We're comboing, doing a bunch of stuff. I cast Rite of Flame. Now it's just easy mode. Ren's Resolve on top. Got all the Pyroblasts. Yes, the post-board grindy matchup. Okay, we cast a Reckless Impulse, Ren's Resolve on top. Sure, I have 6 mana in play. I can make even more mana with my Manamorphose. Draw 2. Looking for Bitter Reunion, so Ren's Resolve. We still have a land drop, apparently. Okay, I'll take the Ren's Resolve. We have 21 cards left in deck. 5 mana available. Play a Mountain. Okay, so let's expand this now. Cast Reckless Impulse effect. Morphos, I'll take it, sure. More mana is good. And it's an instant we can cast. This is so sick. Okay, draw 3 cards again. Sure, more card draw. I love it. How many cards? What is the storm count this turn? Storm count is currently 35. There's the bitter reunion. Okay, so that is the game. We can just stop taking actions if we want. Okay, I'll take the Rite of Flame. Okay, let's see how much damage we can do. Our opponent is F6, so we're just going to keep doing it until they give up. Reckless Impulse. I want to play my entire deck. I'll bottom. Bottom. No thanks. Now I can cast a Manamorphose as a way to continue to scry before this Reckless Impulse. Bottom that. Looks like we might be out of action. I'll take the Seething Song. Okay, we'll go red, red. Cast the Seething Song. Set up the Reckless Impulse. I don't need the Pyroblast anymore. We got plenty. Sure. Well, I don't think I need the Seething Song either. Okay. I think I had one other bitter. Here, there's a Burning Prophet. And then we can play a Lotus Petal. All right, we've accomplished our goals. Now I just have to click through everything, which is kind of a pain. Oh well. Just Reckless Impulse. I'm so excited. Bottom. I think our opponent's scooping. No! So we could just pyro all their stuff and then attack for a bajillion with the bitter reunion, but they were like, I am over it. That was awesome. Okay, I'll screenshot that, send that to Tony Scaponi. We'll see you in round 2. Here we are in round 2 on the draw versus Mutius. Let's keep it. We got the Narcomancer, Revelations coming up. Let's see what happens. They mulligan to 4. Wow, that was fast. 3. They're probably just going to scoop. Rock me Amadeus. And we get a free win, so if they're mulliganing to 4, they probably are on a combo deck, and we're just going to resubmit. Okay, we are here post sideboarding with the same hand, basically. Let's keep. They keep 7. That is scary. Frostforge Bridge. Are they just on Affinity? Let's play the Needle. They're on Affinity. Do we try to go for a turn 3? They have no idea what we're doing. They're just probably resubmitted as well. They're on Affinity. Wellspring. I mean, right now we just have a tap land. Okay, I'll play my land drop and pass. We can look for an opportunity. They tap out here of their black mana. They're doing stuff. They're Deadly Reckoner's Bargaining, so they just have See the Sign on available. Let's see if they brought in a Hydroblast. They're going to play Nile Spellbomb. Okay, I think it's go time. Wow. Sorry, opponent. You are dead. Let's play Narcomancer. Play Burning Prophet. Play Ren's Resolve into Manamorphose. We will Ren's Resolve. Scry. I'll take that. We can Manamorphose. I'll take that. Or no, I'll bottom. I think I want to take that, actually. Top will go red, green. Play Rite of Flame. Okay. Top the Gutter Snipe there. Narcomancer. Yep. Cast a Seething Song. Pop. And then Reckless Impulse into the Gutter Snipe. Opponent did not get to have any fun here. We'll play the Gutter Snipe. We'll play Glimpse the Impossible. They go to 20. We're going to bottom. They take 2. We're going to respond and try to scry again. I will bottom the Lotus Petal, I think. I'm looking for action. We'll go red, red. Draw a Needle. Okay, so we have Highway Robbery to discard the Needle, but we want to maybe discard stuff later. Let's Lotus Petal first. Oh yeah, Glimpse on top. Let's Glimpse. They go to 16. Keep that on top. We're running out of mana, so we need to just Glimpse again, looking for mana here. They go to 14. Rite of Flame on top. Wow. Okay, cast the Rite of Flame. They go to 12. Morphos on top. That is sweet as well. We'll just Reckless Impulse right into the Morphos. They go to a 10. Oh my goodness. Awesome. Okay, Rite of Flame again. They got an 8. Bottom of the geothermal crevice. We're not even going to have to attack. So ridiculous. Well, let's Reckless Impulse holding the Morphos for a scry trigger. Bottom. Let's Morphos. See if we need to bottom some more junk. They go to 4. I'll keep the Seething Song, I think. Because that actually allows me to get another scry trigger, which is really funny. We'll go green, red. Seething Song for a scry trigger. They go to 2. Bottom the land. And then what do we get? We get a concession, apparently. Yes! Okay, let's go to round 3. Beat Affinity from the terrible mulligans. Post side, just not knowing what was going on, and we ripped a turn 3. That's sweet. Let's go to round 4, or 3. Round 3, opponent says, hi, YouTube. You're lucky, we are recording right now. We're on the play. Have a land that we can cast Ren's Resolve. We have a Narcomancer. I think I'm going to keep it. It's a bit of a sketchy scenario, but we do have 16 lands in the deck now. Let's see what happens. Our opponent plays Jagged Barrens, so they're on Madness Burn. We want to take our time, that means. Unfortunately, we didn't draw a land. Did not draw a land again. Now I'm dead. See what happens. They play a Dross Forge Bridge and pass the turn. We might just lose these cards. I think it makes sense to go Rite of Flame Glimpse here, because it gives us 3 creatures on the table. Play the Needle. We lose a Burning Prophet. Not great. But next turn we can use our spawns to cast Reckless Impulse twice. They play a Dross Forge Bridge. Okay. I'm looking for a land off the top that I can just play. Narcomancer instead. Okay, Reckless Impulse. Can I find a land? So far we've played 2 lands. Okay, I will Ren's Resolve, or Reckless Impulse again. Can I find a land? Find a Woodlot. So I think we play the Woodlot here. And we pass. Definitely not good. Running out of lands. One is just going to start taking out our creatures. We have a Geothermal Crevice, right? We're going to play that. We're going to play Goblin and Archomancer. Then we're going to cast the Seething Song. Then we'll just play the Burning Prophet into a Ren's Resolve. They bolt my creature. That was pretty expected. Burning Prophet number 2. So 2 out of the deck now. I guess I could also just play the Gutter Snipe. I do have 2 in the deck. Play that out. Pass the turn. I'm expecting them all to just die. It's dead. And they have a Faithless Looting. That is a fancy version of Faithless Looting here. Wow. Cool. They have Fire Temper and Kitchen Imp. We're getting hammered. And bam, that one's dead. They're going to get in for 2. So really the problem was that we just had not enough lands in the opener. We'll go to 17. They play another land, and they tap out. Plotting a Highway Robbery. I'll play my Woodlot and pass the turn. There's a slim chance we could go off on the next turn if they tap out. A Highway Robbery. They're going to choose discard mode, discarding a Kitchen Imp. So they'll put us to 13 here. They have 5 cards in hand. Unfortunate for us. They're going to Faithless Looting. Okay. More creatures, more damage. Let's see what we can do next turn. Puts me to 14. So far they've used 1, 2, 3 targeted burn spells. They could just be holding on to a bolt for safety. Will they cast a spell? They play a Rakdos Carnarium. So they have 3 relevant cards in hand. Like, we find a Gutter Snipe. So we'll just... That's a Rite of Flame. I think I go... I have 7 mana. I have to a Narcomancer. Then Reckless Impulse. If it dies, we're dead, I think. Alright, GG. Okay, so I think I want to cut the Gutter Snipes. I want to bring in the Cane. And then I can get rid of these Apostles' Blessings. Or bring in the Apostles' Blessings and get rid of the Crash Through. And then that's like my plan. Keep my creatures alive. Then I can maybe trim 1 land. 1 Woodlot, maybe? Okay. I mean, this plan doesn't do the Weather the Storm thing. It's more about trying to actually just win the game. So let's keep a hand that has more than 1 land. We've got lots of lands. I think this is fine. So on turn 3, we can Bitter Reunion away the Rite of Flame. Or we can do it on turn 2. I'll play the Needle, though. My expectation is that they're going to take their time and kill all my stuff still. They're going to start with the Faithless Looting, probably have 2 Snackers in hand then. Wow, they were just looking for lands and they whiffed on a bunch of stuff. Oh, geez. Bad for them. 7 cards in hand on turn 2. They're going to Looting again looking for lands. And they discard another Kitchen Imp. Did they find a land this time? They did not find a land. Wow. We're going to Bitter Reunion, discarding our Rite of Flame. And pass the turn. I mean, we're giving them tons of time as well, but we have lots of setup going. They've wasted a ton of spells, especially with the 2 Kitchen Imps gone is good. They're going to Contaminate Ground my Needle. That's pretty aggressive. Play Geothermal Crevice. Pass the turn. They really don't want me to have red sources. They play a land. Vampire's Kiss puts me to 18. I draw a Burning Prophet. Let's Ren's Resolve. Play the Needle. Could look to maybe try to go off next turn. Maybe it's worth taking 2 damage and casting the Reckless Impulse right now in case we find an Apostle's Blessing. We could always just sacrifice this to the Highway Robbery next turn too. Okay, I'm going to pass. I really don't want to go off until I have protection. They play a Voldaren Epicure. Okay, we're at 17. Find a second Anarchomancer. I think that probably will seal the deal here for me. The Burning Prophet. If they go after the Burning Prophet, we're pretty hosed. Try a Manamorphose first. We can make green green. Finding a Needle. Play the Needle. I'm at 6 cards in hand. Play my Cane out. Then I'm going to just Highway Robbery, sacrificing this Sandstone Needle. And go to 7 cards in hand. Alright. Your turn. They're going to Fiery Temper me. We go to 14. We have 3 Anarchomancers. Okay, we go to 13. They have a bunch of cards in hand. They play an Epicure. 3 cards in hand now. We go to 12. I guess I need to play out some Anarchomancers. Play a Woodlot. Play a Lotus Petal. Go green, red, and then Anarchomancer. Play a Reckless Impulse. They bolt the Anarchomancer. We see 2 cards here. Burning Prophet and Revelation. Currently at 12. Electric Revelation is an instant. So I think I'm playing the Burning Prophet here. Then I'll pass. Then have to attack it. Next turn I can play both Anarchomancers again. They're going to Fiery Temper and go after the Burning Prophet. So I'm going to Revelation and discard the Anarchomancer. See if I can find something. Glimpse I think I'll keep. Okay, there are 2 cards in hand. And they deal me 12 right now. We go to 10 off the attacks. They put us to 8, 7, 1 card in hand. Find a Manamorphose. Okay, let's start with Anarchomancer. Cast the Burning Prophet. I'll go ahead and cast this Manamorphose here. We get a Scry trigger, so I'm looking for protection. They're going to Fiery Temper, targeting the Anarchomancer. So let's Seething Song. Bottom the Reckless Impulse. Revelation. Discard the Sandstone Needle. Bottom the Lotus Petal. Draw 2. Finding a Burning Prophet. Dang. Okay. I'll bottom the Woodlot. Good to go green, red. 2 more Burning Prophets. Okay, so we could very much be dead here, though. Could they be dead? I'm going to start with the Glimpse. Guess I'll take the Reckless Impulse. Play a Crevice. Play another Burning Prophet. And then I guess I pass. I feel like I'm going to die. Oh, I should have cast those spells. My bad. Wow. That was terrible. A Faithless Looting. Okay. By me not casting those spells, they went to the graveyard. I just thought they were going to be there around for next turn. Okay, they're going to put us to 5. I need a draw spell off the top now, unfortunately. Take it in for 2. We go to 5. I definitely threw there. That was unfortunate. Got a little bit in my head. Apostle's Blessing doesn't do anything. Okay. Play the Burning Prophet. Guess I just attack. Wow, I threw hard. Yikes. They go to 22. Not that it matters. They discard a card, so they have to whiff a bunch for me to get there. On my upkeep, I can crack the cane. This is all assuming that they don't have a bolt. If we're not dead here, we could maybe win. We go to 3, and they have the bolt. Damn. All right, GG. Round 4, on the draw. We have a bunch of lands and a bunch of draw spells. Let's keep and see what happens. Gotta recover from that throw, man. Wow. Mountain. So it's some sort of burn deck. Okay, we find the familiar. Let's play the needle. The one thing we can do is if we draw a land, we can Bitter Reunion and discard the land and then play the Woodlot and then play the Geothermal Crevice. Looks to go off on turn 4. Our opponent's going to play a Synthesizer. So it's just regular burn, Kuldotha burn. They Chain Lightning us to 16. Then we're going to go to 15 off the Voldaren Epicure. We do have the Seething Song, so maybe I just play the Woodlot and Bitter Reunion away the Crevice. Sort of a weird pause here. They get in, we're at 15, my turn. I'm going to Ren's Resolve. I'm going to Needle and Bitter Reunion away the Crevice. I know it's a little bit of a risk. Yeah, we're going to discard the Crevice, find another land. But we're still looking at a turn 4 probably, because we had to discard our red land. I mean, if I draw into the Burning Prophet and they tap out, then I'll go for it. Opponent plays a Bushwhacker. Okay, they're going to attack for 2. So they're tapped out. My turn. Find another Glimpse. Play the Woodlot. I'm going to pass. I don't like my odds here. Our opponent's turn. They're attacking for 2. I think they accidentally skipped their main phase. Okay, we take 2. We go to 9. Play some creatures, you know you want to. Just Chain Lightning me. As an implement. So we're looking for them to go Kuldotha Rebirth, no land. Okay, they pass. Find the Burning Prophet. Go Thornscape Familiar. Pass a Rite of Flame. They don't do anything. Play my Burning Prophet. Then I'm going to go ahead and cast a Ren's Resolve. I want to try to save this green mana in case I find another reducer. Okay, they're going to go after the Burning Prophet. Or the cost reducer, I'm not sure. They're doing something here, though. Got mana floating. They have to make a decision. Come on, Boris. They go after the Thornscape. We're going to Seething Song. And we find a Seething Song on top. So I guess I keep that. Thornscape Familiar is dead. Keep the Seething Song. Ren's Resolve resolves. Ren's resolves. We have 6 mana. So let's try another Reckless Impulse looking for a cost reducer. Find it. Okay, now we're in the clear, I think. Play Mountain, tap the Mountain, Thornscape Familiar. We can cast the Reckless Impulse and have the ability to double scry with the Seething Song here. Are they going to Fire Blast my Thornscape? That would be wild. For some reason, they're no longer F6'd. Fire Blast on the Thornscape Familiar. Wow. Seething Song again. We find a Manamorphose. I'll take that. Top. Find a Narcomancer. We can Manamorphose. Bottom the land. Make green-red. Play the Narcomancer. Then I can cast the Glimpse. Bottom. Find Seething Song, Reckless Impulse. I think I'm just going to cast the Reckless Impulse here. Burning Prophet on top is probably good. Yeah, I'll keep it. But we are not able to attack. And I will pass the turn. We get some mana. And we have 2 Prophets for the next turn. They have to make a land drop and have bolts and stuff. Looks like they're just going to pass. So no land drop for them. I'll play my Crevice, play a Burning Prophet. And we have to let the other one go to the graveyard. We'll attack for 1. And 1. Okay, I'm hoping that they continue to not draw lands. They play a Mountain. Okay, so now I'm not sure what's going to happen. Find a Manamorphose. I'm going to lead on the Glimpse the Impossible. And I will bottom the Lotus Petal. Bottom the Lotus Petal. Okay. Play this Lotus Petal out. Bottom. Pop the Rite of Flame. Then we're gonna use this mana to Manamorphose, making red. I can only kill one of my creatures here if they have a bolt. We'll go red. Cast the Rite of Flame, pop the Prophet, and then draw into it. Well, we can sacrifice this spawn to draw into the Prophet with the Electric Revelation, discarding the Woodlot. Okay, topped it up. Draw. Cast the Prophet. We're going to cast Ren's Resolve. I think we're all in here. I will try the Glimpse the Impossible. Bottom. And I guess top. Find a mountain. That's pretty good. Extra red sources are good. Can cast another Ren's Resolve. Looking for mana now. Don't want the Gutter Snipe. I'm going to rely on... interesting. I think I'm taking the Thornscape here. Gives me a little bit more mana, in a way. Play the Thornscape Familiar. Cast the Reckless Impulse. Another Impulse on top. Now we're just digging for the Crash Through. And we should have it. I think I topped. Okay. So let's cast a Glimpse with the ability to Manamorphose on the stack. I'll take the Manamorphose. We'll cast the Manamorphose. It's like really funny how little mana you have while you're actually doing stuff. We'll keep the Rite of Flame. Rite of Flame is something we can discard to the Electric Revelation as well. So let's cast another Manamorphose. Highway Robbery. Okay, I'll keep it. So Robbery can put cards in our hand to discard with an Electric Revelation. We'll go red. Cast the Rite of Flame. Bottom. There's the Crash Through. So it's GG. Nice. Weird game. Nice to take a game one though. That was interesting. I still think like we go on the weird grindy plan, bring in the Weather the Storms and the Feldon's Cane. And then we do need these two cards to close. I think I'm going to cut one Woodlot and one Anarchomancer, or one Thornscape, because the Anarchomancers can block 1/1s. Okay, let's see what happens. So we opened up 2 lands, Burning Prophet, Highway Robbery, Ren's Resolve. I think this is a fine keep. It's not the greatest. Our opponent mulligans to 6. They play a Great Furnace into a Voldair and Epicure. We're already at 19. We find a Rite of Flame. Play the Woodlot out. Opponent's turn. They're going to rack their Blood Token for the Kuldotha Rebirth. Get in for 1. Scary. Go to 18. We find a Seething Song. Play my Crevice tapped. Forgot that I couldn't use that there. If we want, we have 4, 6 mana, 7 mana with the Rite of Flame. Looks like they're probably just going to Bushwhacker me. There's a Bushwhacker. So now I feel like I have to try to accomplish something. Take it in. Find a Needle. Let's go Seething Song into Burning Prophet into Rite of Flame. Looking for a Weather the Storm. We find a Rite of Flame. I can top that. And then we can Ren's Resolve into the Rite of Flame. Finding a mountain. Cast the Rite of Flame. Bottom. Cast Manamorphose. Bottom. We'll go green. Play the Lotus Petal up for a Scry. There's the Weather. Top. We can play Robbery, discarding the Needle. Discard our land. Top that again. Discard the land. Play my... It says played until the end of your next turn, so I can play my Sandstone Needle here and Weather the Storm. Nice. Nice turn 3 Weather. I think I'm gonna bottom the Glimpse. Maybe it's fine. We'll top it. Pass the turn. Now I have a 1/3 and 40 life, or 35 life or something. 35. Okay. So they have to go after my 1/3. We can play our mountain and then cast the Glimpse, and then, you know, we're probably going to whiff on some stuff. We can just use that to have some creatures and maybe cast another Glimpse the next turn. Okay, what are you going to do? Looks like they're going to maybe bolt my creature. They Chain Lightning the Burning Prophet. We're going to say no to that. So now they can attack for 5 and put me to 30. They play a land. It says that they play themselves. We go to 30. Kuldotha Rebirth. They raise my land. Okay, I guess we just play the land and pass then. They're at 1 card in hand. So this next turn, we're looking to go tap, tap, sack, play Glimpse. Looking for lands and other creatures maybe. We go to 25. We play a Synthesizer, finding a mountain. Okay, 1 card in hand. Plays a Blast Runner. Now they're empty. Find a Seething Song. Guess I'm going to Seething Song into a Glimpse. Because then I could maybe cast something. Okay, find Manamorphose, crash through Reckless Impulse. I'm going to start with the Manamorphose. Go red, red. And then cast the Reckless Impulse. Play the Geothermal Crevice. Pass the turn. We get 1 blocker. And 1 mana, sort of. We're going to have to cast the Glimpse on the next turn. This is 8 damage on the table. We play an Implement of Combustion. Crack it. So they have 8 power on the table. They're going to use red for another Kuldotha. And the Synthesizer is going to find a mountain. Wow, that was a really good turn for them. So we have like 2 more turns to get in. Not blocking. I guess my best draw would be an Anarchomancer or Thornscape Familiar. And a Rite of Flame. I'm going to try a Glimpse. My opponent's just chilling, waiting like a full minute before deciding whether or not to use it. Okay, we have multiple Rite of Flames in the graveyard. So now I can Rite of Flame and Seething Song and Ren's Resolve. Okay, so we have a Weather the Storm lined up. Let's Reckless Impulse now. Well, we don't have to burn our land now. We can Manamorphose into red-green. Have a Burning Prophet. Is it worth it to just go Burning Prophet into Weather the Storm? Probably. So which one is this turn? I think I want to play this Geothermal Crevice. This one over here is off the Glimpse. We'll play this one. Next turn we'll play the Woodlot. And we get a Scion off the other one. Crack this. Burning Prophet. Extra Storm count. And we get some value. We're going to gain a bunch of life and bottom a land. Going to 40 life with a Scion in play. Or an Eldrazi spawn. Just grinding. I'm going to block Goblin. We take a bunch of damage. Find another Burning Prophet. Play it. Play Woodlot. Pass. Come on, let me just resolve my spells, please. Okay, pass the turn. I am just here, I'm just grinding. Looks like they're gonna kill a Burning Prophet. Okay. We will block one of your goblins. Okay, we find an Anarchomancer, which is pretty cool. Play the Anarchomancer. That's another thing we can block with. And now I guess I can cast a Glimpse. Glimpse the Impossible. Bottom the mountain. We're looking for a Cane. We found the Cane. Oh, I played the Glimpse this turn, so I have to play the Cane. So I'll crack this for green. Play Thornscape Familiar. Play the Feldon's Cane. And then I'm going to bottom the Burning Prophet because my plan is to flashback the Revelation. So I can just like crack the Cane, flashback the Revelation, or flashback the Revelation, then crack the Cane, then try to go off. They play a Tomb Raider, which we can block. They don't really have good attacks, but if they swing out, I'll kill the Blast Runner. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. Hold control. We're going to crack. I guess we didn't need to use the other Scion there. Cost 2 mana. We're going to Electric Revelation, discarding the Needle. Okay, the Impulse on top. I forgot that I needed to turn off this. Okay, we draw the Impulse. Multiple Impulses. All right, I'm going to crack the Cane. And then we'll Impulse. Bottom of the land. We're setting up for next turn here. More lands. Reckless Impulse. Bottom. Yeesh. We can play the Mountain and then Ren's Resolve, or I think we play the Needle and pass the turn. So this next turn, I guess we play the Ren's Resolve first and then see what happens from that. They play another Tomb Raider. Weather the Storm's just carrying me. All right, we have a Manamorphose as well. Let's cast the Ren's Resolve. Narcomancer on the bottom. I don't think I want to try to go too hard this turn. Let's see. Next turn, this turn. Play the Needle. Play another Ren's Resolve. Weather the Storm on top. I don't know if we need it. I'm going to bottom it. Found a Burning Prophet. So do we want to just go for it right now? I think this might be the turn. We have 3 damage already lined up. They clearly don't have a burn spell. So let's just cast the Burning Prophet. Cast the Glimpse. Top and top. Yeah, we're going for it. We're all in now. Let's see if we can make it happen. Find a Rite of Flame. Let's Manamorphose first. Turning the green into red mana. I'm gonna bottom the Lotus Petal. I think I can top the Seething Song. We'll go red. Cast the Rite of Flame. Crash Through is necessary, but do we want to try to loop the whole deck first? I think I'm gonna bottom. I think I want to try to loop the whole deck first. We're gonna bottom. Cast the Ren's Resolve. Bitter Reunion on the bottom. Ren's Resolve on top. Okay, cast another Ren's Resolve. Bottom this one. Bottom the Seething Song. So now I want to just cast the Seething Song. Set up my draw. Okay, Burning Prophet on top, I think can help me do the whole loop. Pop that. We draw the Burning Prophet. Cast it. Now we can Manamorphose for green. Bottom. We're just looking for draw spells. Bottom, top the Glimpse. So wheat. Okay, red. Cast the Glimpse. We have 30 cards left in the deck. I'm going to bottom the mana. Another Burning Prophet. I think that's necessary to try to win. Okay, let's draw 3. Play the Prophet. Play a Rite of Flame. Man, I love looping my deck. It's so cool. We're going to bottom the Petal. Pop the Highway Robbery. Make a bunch of mana. Glimpse the Impossible. Draw the Highway Robbery. So, unfortunately, these scries don't matter. Okay, the scries have resolved. We are going to Glimpse. Cast the Highway Robbery. More card draw. That's sweet. We're getting a bunch of triggers. Our opponent doesn't have Weather the Storm, so they can't really deal with us. We're going to sacrifice a land. This one. Doesn't really matter. Just not the untapped one. Let's cast Glimpse again. Now we're just digging to Crash Through and the Bitter Reunion. Bottom this. Bottom. Bottom again. Now I can cast Manamorphose for more dig power. Bottom. Bottom. Reckless Impulse is going to stay on top. So we draw the Reckless Impulse off the Manamorphose, and then we can cast another Manamorphose, setting up more draws. Just looking for the Crash Through. Bottoming the Seething Song into a Woodlot, into a Thornscape, I'll go to the bottom. Narcomancer to the bottom. We're seeing 4 cards every single card we draw. Amazing. Okay, Glimpse is going to resolve. Now we have the Crash Through. That's the Rite of Flame. Now we just have to add more power to our creatures. Bitter Reunion on top. Wait. We could even go hard with casting Weather the Storm for more power. Alright, Reckless Impulse. What's funny about this deck is it just takes so long to actually accomplish anything once you have all the 4 Burning Prophets in play. You're just like chaining through everything, it just takes forever. Reckless Impulse again. I think I'm going to keep the Seething Song here. I'm going to Bitter Reunion, discarding the Lotus Petal, I think. Bitter Reunion. Bottom a land. I'll keep another spell. Discard. I mean, is there any reason to cast a Weather Storm? Not really, but it doesn't matter. Either of those I can cast. Cast the Rite of Flame. Just casting spells. I guess I'm going to keep this because this is a spell I can cast. It's taking me like 20 seconds to resolve the scry triggers. Cast this one. The Lotus Petal is still on top here. Yep. Cast the Crash Through. Plenty of time to finish the game. Okay. We cast the Lotus Petal. Our opponent wants to see what we can do. I love it. Crack this one for green. We're going to cast, turn off my auto yields. We're going to go Seething Song. Go Seething Song. go Weather the Storm. And then I'm going to just crack this. Everything has haste. Now I can yield through this turn. I'm just going to resolve these scry triggers without making everybody watch it. We're going to gain a ton of life here. My one creature is a 26-3. Hell yeah. 24-3. 18-3. What's the last one? 16. Yeah. I'll resolve the scry triggers now and then attack. And if I accidentally click through my attack phase, then I will have to shame scoop. I mean, we wouldn't win otherwise. Form count is currently 30. Pre-combat main phase. Press OK. Okay. And attack. Okay, phew, I didn't mess it up. We are attacking for over 100. Yeah! I'm going to start blocking. Did they not see the trample? I think they don't understand that there's trample. That's fine. They want to make sure my creatures are dead, at least. Yeah, they're going to triple block the thing so that it kills as many creatures as possible. Soak up as much damage as possible. Sure. Let's see if we can still do negative 100. Now we have to okay through all of the blockers. Yep. We're dealing tons of damage. And we win the game. What is this? What is the score? What did we do? They conceded? Oh. I can't believe they conceded. You came so far. We'll see you in round 5. Round 5 versus Otakon, who likes to play Golgari Gardens, which is gonna be a problem. But, you know, we'll see what happens. We'll keep. We have a cost reducer, a bunch of card draw, some land drops. Feeling fine about it. Island. Okay. I'll play Crevice and pass. Our opponent is going to play another island. They pass the turn. Darn. Alright, I could Rite of Flame into Bitter Reunion. Try Rite of Flame. Doesn't cost me my land here. Let's see if they're on blue fairies. Play a Bitter Reunion. I'd rather have the cards in hand than in exile, so that's why I'm not casting the Ren's Resolve here. They're going to let that resolve. We'll discard a Thornscape Familiar and make a land drop. Sweet. Okay, that's what I wanted to have happen. My assumption is that they're on Mono Blue Fairies or Mono Blue Terror. Wow, okay, it's Jeskai Ephemerate. Does that change anything? Really, right? I don't really want to play directly into the counterspell. We have 6 cards that we can draw if they ever tap out. I mean, we could have Lotus Petaled, then burned that to try to play a Ren's Resolve, but they're not doing anything. We're the combo deck, right? We have to force them to react to us and try to go under them and find our line, find our opening. Play a land and Wildfire my land. Fine, that's actually decent for me because I can get a mountain now, and then I can just start hard casting Reckless Impulses. All right. But do I want to play into a counterspell? I don't think so. A Cycle of Lorien revealed for the Idyllic Beachfront. They don't want to play any snowlands in their deck, apparently. They're going to play an Augur of Bolas. The one thing we could do is try to cast Ren's Resolve off of... That's their turn 5. Off of the Woodlot. And then if they counterspell it, then we can... Now we can crack this, play the Thornscape, Morphos into Seething Song, and try to go off. I have that anyway. Let's try Reckless Impulse. Okay, I guess I passed the turn here. A Cycle of Lorien revealed again. We found Lotus Petal and Gutter Snipe, which neither are super good in this position. Lotus Petal is fine. They may have to use something on the Gutter Snipe. They have 7 cards in hand. Another Gutter Snipe. Play a Lotus Petal. Play another Lotus Petal. And then I'll just cast a Gutter Snipe here. They're going to use a counterspell. Okay, so I guess what they could do is Archaeomancer for counterspell. They cast into the Fire Lotus Petal. That's extremely aggressive. They Ephemerate, revealing Breath Weapon. That's not great for me. This got out of hand. Augur of Bolas gets ephemerated. Finding a Lorien revealed. We're just going to have to cast another Reckless Impulse. Maybe I just waited too long on it. Yeah, I probably waited too long on it. I thought maybe they would just slam a Muldrifter and feel good about themselves, but they did not. They cast a Preordain looking for lands. I think this is going to have to be the same kind of post-board plan as before, with lots of Pyroblasts. Although it doesn't help with their removal spells, because they do play removal spells. Try a Reckless Impulse. Let it resolve. Alright, we'll have to pass the turn again. For a 16 land deck, we've drawn 5. A Union of the Third Path going to 27. Life is not a problem. The problem is that we are not drawing lands, we can't resolve our spells. They're just doing a bunch of stuff. Brainstorming, Lorien, la la la. Maybe they got rid of their... We don't know what's in their hand anymore. Just get rid of that. There's another land, Augur of Bolas. Feeling confident over there. They reveal a Brainstorm. They have 5 mana available. Draw a Lotus Petal. Let's start with Anamorphose. Because I think the Burning Prophet I want to resolve. I'm just going to try to draw a card here. Go red, red. Annoying. Cast the Burning Prophet. Play a Lotus Petal. They're probably just going to use a removal spell, I guess. Okay. Let's try Manamorphose here. I think I bottom the Seething Song. We'll go red, green. Red, green. Finding a Highway Robbery. My creature's dead. Let's see what's on top of the deck. Can I find a land? Guess so. I'll top the land. So the Lotus Petal is going to resolve. Cast another Ren's Resolve. Play a land. Your turn. They're going to Brainstorm. I feel like this blue control is just really bad for our deck. Only removal spells and counter spells. Now they can Ephemerate their Augur of Bolas, making their Brainstorm really good. And what do they get? A whiff. Wow, that's weird. So they just have no instants and sorceries in their hand. Only creatures. They Ephemerate again. They just wanted to get rid of lands from their hand. I'm surprised they didn't put back 1 instant and sorcery. They reveal an Ephemerate. Wow. Wildfire my land. Okay, I have another land. Plays another land. Okay. Take it in. Play my Needle. I think I'm gonna just pass the Thornscape here. See what they do. I'm feeling like I want to cast Revelation, discarding the Crash Through. Discard the Crash Through here. Maybe I should have just cast a Ren's Resolve first. I don't know. Our opponent's gonna Breath Weapon. I think that's fine. That's a 1-for-1. We'll play a land. Pass the turn. They still have the Ephemerate in exile. Plays a Perilous Landscape, 5 cards in hand. Now they are going to Arcane Answer for the Ephemerate. For Wildfire. Wildfire me again. No, we know they have the Ephemerate in hand. Okay. So I guess this is our last possible turn. Let's try a Seething Song. Cast Highway Robbery. Sacrificing my mountain. I'm looking for a cost reducer. Find a land. Cast Ren's Resolve. Another Seething Song. I guess I Seething Song here. Maybe I should have Seething Songed first. Now they can just counter the Seething Song and I lose. They didn't counter it. Reckless Impulse again. Come on. If I Manamorphose here, so I just try to Manamorphose into a cost reducer. Green, red. On a cost reducer. So now if I cast a Gutter Snipe, they counter it. They go Ephemerate for counterspell and counter it. And then I try to win in some other way. Let's cast a Manamorphose first, I guess. Crash Through, still in the deck. Or not in the deck. Burning Prophet. I have 3 Prophets left. They're at 27. Red, red here. This is all pretty touchy. Pretty tight, I mean. That's a Ren's Resolve. I don't know how to navigate this. Cast another Ren's Resolve. Now we're tight on mana. If they know what they're doing, they can pinch us on mana. Ren's Resolve again. I need a Rite of Flame. Cast Seething Song. We're dead. All I have to do is Ephemerate for counterspell. I'm just gonna concede. I don't know. I felt like there was definitely a way for me to win there, but I couldn't find the line. And I think I should have just forced the counterspells earlier. So that was just my fault. I think the Gutter Snipe can get taken out for the Pyroblast plan. And the Red Elemental Blast. Bounce Cane. Putting on 3 Anarchomancers. And then Crash Through. Although the Crash Through might be good because they have Murmuring Mystic. It's annoying. Guess I just trim a Lotus Petal. Alright, let's see if we can take it post board. This matchup feels abysmal, so I gotta do my best. Alright. We would love to play first. Guess I can keep this. Plan is to make land drops. Play the Needle, pass the turn. We know they have Cast into the Fires in the main deck, which is wild. They had at least 2, right? Or just 1. Island for the opponent. Play Crevice. Pass. We'll pass again. We can go like Prophet, Lotus Petal, Ren's Resolve, and then see if they want to counter something. Play my Burning Prophet. They're going to Hydroblast. Good for you. Lotus Petal. Try Ren's Resolve here. You have another Hydroblast in hand. Wrecked. Indeed. Completely wrecked. Okay, I mean, like, what are we going to do? That's the problem with the blue matchup. They have 7,000 interaction points. They give us... I can't believe they did that. Like, you took away my land that taps for 2, but now it doesn't die. Weird. Okay, play land, pass the turn. Doesn't feel good. They have 4 mana. Plays an Augur of Bolus. Feeling a counterspell. Urgh. The frustration. I'm gonna crash through. Try to just cantrip that card. Play a land. Pass the turn. We're gonna attack for 1. We go to 19. The clock is on. Cycles Alluring revealed for the blue-white land. No, a red land again. They have a lot of removal in their hand, they're saying. We will attempt a Reckless Impulse. Maybe I should attempt a Glimpse the Impossible. Seems like a juicy counterspell target, right? Counterspell. And now I can cast my Reckless Impulse. Find another Ren's Resolve and a Metamorphose. Our opponent's out here just doing their thing. Do what they'll do. It's waiting. Okay, they play a plane, so that's why they didn't search up the dual land. Get in for 1. 4 cards in hand. We're sort of looking for a Pyroblast here. And a Thornscape Familiar. Metamorphose. Make red-green. Play a Thornscape Familiar. We'll cast a Ren's Resolve. They let that resolve. Okay, your turn. We have more card draw coming up. Chaining, chaining, chaining. They take out my Familiar. 3 cards in hand. They're going to untap with 4 cards in hand. Let's see what they accomplish. It's going to pass. Interesting. Attacking for 1. We go to 17. They play an Archaeomancer, getting back Lorien Revealed, not a counterspell. They have another counterspell in hand. We'll try a Reckless Impulse first. Should I try the Glimpse? I'll try the Glimpse. Counterspell. Okay, land, Rite of Flame, Reckless Impulse. More card draw. Alright, we'll just keep doing it. Opponent Ephemerates for the counterspell. Alright, I'm good to scoop it up. What a grindy, horrible, horrible experience. People have been telling me, you should play Jeskai Ephemerate, it's fun. That's okay. I don't have fun with Jeskai Ephemerate. I feel like the deck was better with 16 lands. Jeskai, horrible matchup. But we did beat Mono Blue Fairies, which was pretty sweet. What else? I think I threw versus the Madness Burn. So if you're interested in checking out this deck, make sure to check out the Patreon. Join the Storm Discord in the description below. And get in touch. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. And we'll see you in the next one.